Dale Stark, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me, brother. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. So, everybody gets nervous before these things, including myself. So, a great warm-up that keeps it a little light, at least at the very beginning, is a everyday carry pocket dump. And so, being a pilot in Afghanistan, what would you guys carry on you in case you had to make an emergency landing or got shot down or whatever, happens? Do you guys have like some type of defense plan for going on E&E?
Yeah, we do. So there'd be quite a lot of stuff that you've got with you. And most of it resides in the seat kit. So say you have to ride the silk chute down, you out the top you go, float down at a certain altitude. You have to, the seat should separate from you and your chute. So it's just kind of hanging down there below you. And that has all of your survival equipment with it. So in there, you've got your, survival radio, probably a handheld GPS, some food, water, blood chit. Do you know what that is?
Oh, yeah. There's one right there.
Oh, yeah. Of course you know what it is. You guys play that same game, right? So, hey, if you...
Do you want to describe what the blood chit is? Because the audience has no idea.
Sure. Yeah. So it may be some information in any of the languages of the people that you might encounter in theater. And basically it just says, if you help this American, our government will give you some sort of reward.
A large sum of money.
Yeah, a large sum of money. So then they probably sit there and weigh that against, getting their head chopped off if they get caught versus maybe getting a reward from us and see how it goes. So I don't think anyone ever actually used one during our era. It's kind of a throwback from older times.
What else is in there? GPS, radio, blood chit.
I'm sure survival knife.
Survival knife? What kind of knife, do you know?
It's like a fixed blade. I think they had in there, again, this is like, I'm going way back here.
Yeah.
I was not one of those guys that was like super prepared to...
You're like, I'm not getting shot down.
Evade, no way. Yeah. Which is probably kind of a mistake, but...
So is it like a generic kit that they just give every pilot, or do pilots kind of create their own kit?
Yeah. It's a generic kit. And you go over it before you deploy. You practice with the radios. I think there's like stuff to make a shelter with. There's just a whole variety of like the basic survival supplies. So matches, fire starters, just all kinds of that little knickknacks for survival.
What do they, like, you guys go to SEER school, what do they tell you to do if you get shot down?
Yeah,
where are you heading?
It was pretty well. So there will be a plan, right? So here's when you turn on your radio. Here's where you go. So there's all these protocols that were basically built off of like the Vietnam era protocols, and then in reality, during the global war on terror, it looked a lot different. It was, here comes the QRF immediately.
Yeah.
So just get on the horn and show them where you're at. So
right on.
It's based on the threat in that local area. So
we got a lot of timepiece fanatics that watch this show, and we had a discussion at breakfast about Breitling. You got a Breitling?
I do have a Breitling.
Which one?
It's the Breitling Aerospace, and after our first deployment. The entire squadron went in on a custom Breitling order. Unfortunately, I'm not wearing it right now. I'll show you what I'm wearing now shortly, but it's pretty cool. So I forget what the minimum order was. I want to say like 50, something like that. And they gave us a great deal, and they put like the main A-10 patch on the face, put your call sign on it. I think they might even, after you retire, they said they could inscribe the number of hours you have in the jet, stuff like that. So, I've got a Breitling Aerospace custom Warthog model, and I just break it out for, real special occasions.
Damn. That's cool they do that. I want I would love to get a custom Breitling with my logo on it for them.
I'm sure you could do it.
Well, I don't have 50 employees, so it's not going to happen. But unfortunately for my guys, but did you ever look at the emergency, the Breitling emergency? That's 4 pilots, right?
It is. Yeah, it's super cool.
You never got one?
I never got one. No, I'm like, I was kind of a one.
They should be
expensive
issuing
watch
that to
kind
you
of guy.
guys.
They should. That's a great idea.
That's bullshit.
Should issue them to us retired guys.
I know. Now that, but well, no sidearm.
Yeah, we carried just your standard 9mm Beretta.
9mm Beretta.
Yeah, so that was in the vest.
Right on. Well, I'm going to upgrade you. So I don't know what you're carrying nowadays, but we'll get into that. But here, I got a buddy over at SIG. His name's Jason, and
You got
dude
to be
loves-
kidding me.
Dude loves pilots, and so I told him you were coming on here, and he was like, "Oh, you gotta present him with this."
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah. So that's the latest and greatest SIG
That's
P365 macro
That's
Legion.
epic.
So it's all metal. It holds 17 plus 1, so 18 rounds. It's got that compensator right up top there on the barrel. So it keeps the muzzle flip to a minimum. And then they just came out with this brand new optics line. Huge improvement from the previous optics. And yeah, to
Dude, I'm blown away.
grip that bad boy.
This thing is insane.
So yeah, that is
Hell yeah.
that's yours.
I was not expecting anything like that. Tell him I said thank you.
I will. I'll tell him. Well, you'll be talking to him because he needs to know where to send that.
Okay,
So, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's legal in Oregon, right?
Yes.
I mean, drugs are legal. They might as well have guns.
Everything's legal. That's insane.
But yeah, what's the timepiece you're wearing right now?
All right, this is a really cool watch. It's a Wasson Watch Company. A friend of mine, really cool Christian guy, Marine. He started a watch company, and it's just a real simple automatic watch. It's got a real nice kind of like plain face, sapphire crystal, just shows the date.
Let's see it. Hold it up for the camera.
Yeah, so here's the one he got for you, Shawn.
Oh, dude.
And,
Wasson Watch Co. That's a cool logo.
yeah, so it's a really cool. That's like the watch I wear every day.
How do you just start a watch company? I want to do that.
Dude, you got to talk to him. He's
That is very cool.
super cool.
Holy shit, it even has the window in the back.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm a
it's got
sucker
switch
for the
movement.
window in the back.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. If you like, just like, I don't know, something about a mechanical watch is really cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, damn, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I love presents. you
Yeah,
know?
who doesn't, right?
I'm always open to presents. But man, this is badass. So this guy just started a watch company just on a whim.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of a watch geek. You know how some of us are. Like, I like automatic watches, mechanical watches, and he's just had an idea for creating just a real simple, straightforward, everyday wear, but nice Swiss
Man.
movement. And
Well, thank you. That is that's very cool. But back to everyday carry. So, you know, now I watch your Twitter like a hawk, and it's like it seems like you're really into survival and kind of being more on the self-sufficient side. I don't know why you would want to be like that with the way the country is today. It's everything's going great. But and you're in Oregon. So if you venture off into Portland,
enemy territory.
what are you carrying to protect those 2 little girls and your wife?
Oh, as far as just my
Yeah.
sidearm everyday carry, I have just a Glock 19.
Right on.
I carry inside the waist belt with 1 extra mag. That's kind of my go-to.
Any medical?
I carry a tourniquet. I've got a tourniquet that's almost always with me. And then not too far from like some quick clot or some other bandages, in the car. But that's pretty much my just normal go-to.
So speaking of tourniquets, I got another gift for you. This is Snake Staff Systems, and these guys are super cool. They're really into the kind of the tactical community, and they came out with this new tourniquet. It's about half the size as the regular cat tourniquets that you and I are accustomed to. But there's a whole bunch of different benefits to this. This one's a lot smaller, but just as effective. What I really like about this, I got you one for you and one for your wife.
Awesome.
But these tourniquets actually fit little kids.
Cool.
So a lot of the cat tourniquets, the cat tourniquets are not good for kids because they're so small. And so this one is actually, it's rated for kids and even pets. And so
Heck yeah.
I love stuff like this. People, they're small business guys and trying to make it in a,
That's really slick.
I know, man. They're like super small. They hold up. I love that they have that little gate there, to keep that windlass locked in.
Yeah.
And it's just quality made. But anyways, this is what everybody should be using now, especially with the little
100%.
kids aspect. Like, I've never heard that before. And so when they brought that up, I was like, you guys need some exposure. So
Absolutely.
yeah, here's one for you and one for your wife.
Very cool.
But
Yeah, I'm much more likely to need this running a chainsaw.
yeah.
So that's really why I have these.
Yeah, man, just rubber band that. But anything else that pilots carry?
I'm sure there's much more that I just am like drawing a blank on right now. But
Have you ever heard of anybody that got shot down that had D&E?
yeah, I know a POW from the Gulf War.
No shit.
Sweetness. Yeah. I can connect you guys if you'd like, but he's amazing. He told the story what it feels like to eject over a group of people that you just bombed and how that feels.
Holy I gotta give us a snapshot.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not an expert on his particular situation. I've heard it from him directly a couple times, but they're just out across the fence. See what they can see.
So he bombed these people.
So they find valid military target in the Gulf War as they're just like crushing Saddam's all of his military. And the way I remember him telling it was, his flight lead, rolls in, hits the target. Then he comes in, hits the target. They do a couple reattacks. And I think he said they got a little bit complacent, like maybe they rolled in from the same direction again. And then next thing you know, just boom, he gets hit. It's very clear to him that the airplane is unflyable. So pulls the handles,
Whoa.
canopy blows off, out of the jet he goes. He's floating down and he's looking at the people, the military unit that he just targeted. So he gets rolled up and gets held as a POW in Iraq until the war was over.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what that process was like. That thought process was like on the way down.
I think I probably thought he wasn't going to make it out of that one.
Wow.
He's not too
Yeah.
far from here, so
Man, I would love to meet him.
connect you guys for sure.
Please do. But well, Dale, thanks for sharing that stuff, and thank you for the timepiece. I love that, and I'll wear it proudly. But let's get into the interview.
Absolutely.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.